Oh no. We're starting off with a bang. There we go. What's up? What's up? It's crazy. We've gotten so far. We've seen a lot of good games. I'm hoping to see some upsets and some tug of war matches today. That would be. I would hope that our audio is working. I can't hear. Think.
My audio was off. Your audio was on. Don't worry.
Oh, that's
We
good.
have Now We Win versus Cheesecake, which should be a pretty interesting match. Now We Win just got a new player.
Yeah, I heard about that. I'm hoping to see some good plays. I also see my boy Stingin' Chicken subbing in for Cheesecake, and I know that he has been quite an MVP on his team, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do.
Oh yeah, we have the draft pulling up here, and you know, you guys can see the inner working on my on how I manage this broadcast as a one person. um,
He does so
we got
much.
some bands coming in. I like the Kiana band. Viego, definitely targeted. Definitely targeted.
They are trying to penalize one of the stronger points of Cheesecake, and it is hopefully gonna work out in the end.
Yeah,
Here.
I mean, and I can't tab out to see the rosters. I keep forgetting them. Sorry,
Oh, could you?
but oh no, but oh no, I forget the rosters. There's 13 teams, and you're telling me I don't remember them 3 weeks in? Oh no.
You're fine. You got too much on your plate, but we are seeing a Nautilus ban on the side of Now We'd Win, and plenty of junglers getting pushed to the side as well as some potential top laners with Udyr, Trundle, and Wukong.
I like the Trundle ban. I think Trundle's very, very strong right now.
Hmm.
Um, just preventing any top lane split, I think, is appreciated in any way, shape, or form. So,
Definitely, and it seems like they're probably not going to first pick top lane if they are worried about being countered, but
Volley Bear
ooh.
could be a flex pick, but I think lately we've seen Volley in the top lane more than anything else. So,
Seems I have misspoke. But we are seeing a Pantheon. Could be a flex pick, could be top, could be supports. I have seen both do decent. Maybe it is a Pantheon jungle as well.
Pantheon mid, let's just start naming everything while we're at it. Pantheon jungle.
Pantheon ADC. I've been dominated by a Pantheon ADC. I ain't even gonna question it.
Yeah, right. It's like, you know what? Anything can happen.
Anything can happen, truly. But I am curious to see which of these picks is going to be the most controversial on both teams. There usually is at least one champ pick within these these round robin matches that sort of leaves me intrigued. I wonder who
Yeah,
it's going to be from.
Pantheon Maokai. Maokai really strong support right now. From my from what I've heard, very strong support. So that'll be fun. The bot lane's gonna very much enjoy their game. Swain Jin locked in for Now We'd Win. Could be likely we're just gonna see the Swain Jin in the bot lane. A lot of AP buffs, which makes AP just very strong right
Hmm.
now. AP champions. So
Then we are seeing the Ezreal paired up with the Maokai. It does give Cheesecake a little bit of time, I mean, some capabilities to potentially pressure out the Jin if Maokai can get in, but we have seen Ezreal do decently well so far, so I'm looking forward to seeing some Ezreal plays.
yeah, we'll see if that's what happens. We got our next phase of bans coming in, as Cheesecake appear to have not locked in the ban. Awesome.
Oh, perfect. And I believe I have the final rosters pulled up for my sake, because I'm not gonna remember everyone.
Let's see. Mord ban. There we go, guys. There we go. That was a Mordekaiser ban in that empty slot for Cheesecake.
You're seeing Asol not wanting to feed into the mid lane, potentially having a strong AP pick, but there are a lot of strong AP mid laners in this patch.
Yeah, so I mean, just especially assassins, AP assassins got buffed. Storm Surge single-handedly carrying the entire nation of AP assassins.
First item, Akali's going Storm Surge. We see you. We are scared of you. Please stop. We don't
Yeah.
need this.
It is
But
very fun, to say the least.
yeah, it's gonna be lots of fun. But I am curious.
Silas.
Yeah, it's a Silas pick for mid lane. If we haven't seen the top laner for Fira Lokia, the MVP of Cheesecake, if they are playing Pantheon, it is an interesting pick into Volibear. If they're both still flex picks for jungle and top, maybe they'll pull something out.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Vel'Koz locked in for now, we'd win, so... And Cassante, so I think that is a volley jungle. Volibear in the jungle.
Decently strong picks.
Will it be Vel'Koz or Swain mid? I feel like it would make more sense for Vel'Koz to go mid, just based on the team comp. Like, you're going up against an Ezreal Maokai or an Ezreal Pantheon bot lane. Definitely Maokai support very strong. So if you're playing Maokai elsewhere, that's kind of interesting based on the rest of their picks. They're going for a very team fight oriented comp. Belveth being locked in, final pick. That will be the jungler. And I mean, interesting picks.
Yeah,
I think
certainly
not a lot to be said. Very interesting picks.
No, nothing feels too out of the ordinary.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I think the top lane matchup's going to be pivotal with the Cassante and probably the Pantheon. Pantheon probably just going to get absolutely shit on. I'm not going to lie to you. But
Oh, speak it as it is, Mustard, please. We have seen apparently, because I've yet to commentate a cheesecake game. Fire Lokia has managed to pull out some strong capabilities on the side of Cheesecake. So I'm hoping to see that with the Pantheon pick, but against this comp and against the Cassante, it might be a little bit hard to make some lasting damage go off.
yeah, we're pulling up in the draft just to see it again with the cool visuals and the cool audio, you know.
And don't forget, for all of you watching us on Twitch, make your predictions now. Use those channel points. See what happens, or never. See what happens.
Who questions my ability?
Yeah, channel points. Use them. They are very cool.
They're very cool.
As now we've gone through the oop, that was not the right button to press. As we've gone through the longest part of the draft, we're gonna get a game shortly. I mean, we have a few minutes after everyone's all nice and locked in on their draft. So.
Are we seeing any potential problematic matchups here, or does everything kind of feel even across the board?
I think mid lane, Vel'Koz and the Silas is gonna be for the Vel'Koz.
Yeah,
you miss your knockup and it's over. That's all the peel you're gonna get as the Vel'Koz.
Yeah.
Of course, Silas is gonna when he engages, he gets onto you, right? So you can just throw it on yourself, hope that it hits. But all things considered, still not exactly an easy task,
No.
especially under all the pressure.
I would like to see where Cheesecake's Belveth is going to be centering a lot of their attention on when it comes to ganks, because it's not like bot lane for Nawi Win has a lot of chances to escape, uh, but they do have a decent amount of CC, so it's going to be an interesting decision making skill. It's going to be a good display of decision making on behalf of Cheesecake.
Yeah, the channel points are currently 5,130 to 0. So,
Oh
um,
no!
for now we'd win.
Oh no!
So if you're trying to make a lot of channel points, I mean, this is your
Mm-hmm.
chance.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the matchup to look for, just don't get Belva Fett, right? Once you start
Right.
stacking, and then she's just gonna walk at you, and then press two buttons, auto you at Mach 39, and then you're just dead. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
So
Dude.
it's definitely
You have
something
to.
you're gonna want to look out for and try not to have happen.
We certainly don't. We don't
Spectator
like.
delay this way. Spectator delay, my favorite part of League of Legends.
Mhm.
So, yeah, honestly, I think it's just gonna come down to, can Volibear match up to that Belveth, and Vel'Koz is gonna have a fun time mid lane. So
Yeah, we could be seeing some potential scaling on behalf of Swain. We could see a hubris onto Jin. We could be seeing a lot of potential interesting item choices. I am certainly worried about Belveth into Volibear, but
guys,
you
it
know,
is 10,000 channel points to 0. Cheesecake, I guess, just
stop,
not rated to win. So
stop.
anyone, throw in your channel points. 10, 1, 10, however much you want. Put it on Cheesecake. The return on investment is gonna be crazy. Trust me.
Okay, now we're finally seeing some
There we go.
something,
Yeah,
anything.
there we go.
Oh,
We promote legal gambling here, and this is
yeah,
legal gambling.
of
It's a
course.
prediction, not a gamble, not a bet. It's not a game of chance, actually. It's a game of skill, because we're playing League of Legends.
No. You don't see emotes on gambling sites. You don't see this many lovely
It's
people
not real
talking to you.
money. It's
No,
not real money.
it's not.
The
And
channel points are
that's
even called dining dollars. It's not real money.
yeah. Uh, Hitting it where it hurts. But yeah, it's 10.5K to 380. So,
Hey,
uh,
whoever put in 380, you're gonna make so much money. So great for you.
honestly,
Um,
I would love to see the cheesecake upset right now, because
I
I
think so.
I
I
always root for an underdog.
I think the Ezreal just needs to scale. And chuck an arcane shift and you're just dead. Like WQ, it's over for you. So
Hopefully.
hopefully we can see that come out, but you know, we'll see. Game's about to begin very shortly,
Hmm.
as we've stalled through 3 minutes. Spectator delay is my favorite part of League. So
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. I am looking forward to seeing some of those big team fight ults. Maybe we see Volley do some disruption on some turrets. Maybe we see Jin get all 4 bullets. Maybe Maokai wraps up everybody with his root. I don't know. I'm excited.
yeah, and yeah, I'm excited for this game to start. It's client is loading. Don't worry, guys. League of Legends. Gotta love it.
Uh, Perfect.
See, just like that. League of
Perfect.
Legends. We're in.
Now,
So
as I love to hear, are there any skins on here that you love, hate, are afraid of, anything like that?
these are all very solid skins. I think everyone has pretty good matchup of skins. I mean, the Perseus Pantheon. I mean, and the Freljord Silas. Just those are some very old skin.
Mhm.
Definitely older skin. So, you know, not as iconic, not as probably sparkly as some of the newer. And yeah, we're loading. We're still loading, guys. Um,
I mean, I appreciate the High Noon Jin. Certainly also seeing the
we're in.
new Ink Shadow Volley
We
pair.
beat the allegations.
We beat, we
We beat
beat
the allegations. We're
we got
in
him
League
in.
of Legends. Alas. So yeah, both teams gonna get in the position now. Let's see where they go.
We're seeing a starting tier for Ezreal Longsword, refill top. Interested to see if any ganks are possible. Neither team really has a strong potential start with ganks for these comps.
Yeah, so we're seeing a little bit of just 5 pointing from both teams. No invades, nothing really happening. Which, you know what, respect.
Definitely, definitely. And I'm not here to give no commentator's curse. I'm not gonna say who's gonna get first blood. I'm just interested to see where eyes are gonna be on when it comes to starting off these lanes.
Yeah. Also, the debut of Admech in the top lane for this season of SLOLCS. He is filling in permanent replacement for Nowidwin's original top laner. So,
Yeah,
uh,
I
welcome
don't think
Jacob Admech Gold. There's a copy pasta for him in this Twitch chat. I don't remember the command for it, but someone watching, you definitely know it.
don't think we didn't see you, Anmec, in the chat betting on on cheesecake. Don't think we didn't see
Hey,
that.
I think he put money. He did not bet on Cheesecake,
No, oh,
actually.
of course not.
So, I don't
He
think
may
he
be.
put in channel points, actually. I don't think he put anything in. And by getting the
Oh,
trade, what's Stinging Chicken? Gonna be going in the Pantheon. Getting the stun, hitting the spear, popping the ignite as well. And forced to use the ghost just to get away. Extremely low. He's gonna back, which means Stinging Chicken just gonna build that lead. I mean, I guess early game, especially, you're not super tanky as Pantheon. And you have a lot of engage if you are Pantheon. Yeah, you're not tanky if you're
yeah.
K'Sante. The Pantheon. Mixed up champions there. You're not tanky if you're K'Sante just yet. The Pantheon gonna do numbers early game, and this is probably your best shot at trying to win against. Now we'd win. Cheesecake their comp not exactly going to outscale. Now we'd win, especially with a. I mean, the K'Sante is just gonna super tanky. The Jin's gonna one tap you. The Swain's gonna live forever in his ultimate, and really your best bet is your 80 carries, both the Belveth and the Ezreal.
But I do know that Stinging Chicken has shown, even though he is a sub currently for Cheesecake and their MVP, he has certainly shown off in past games why he is in top laner not to be messed with. Even in a matchup
I'm
like
showing
this.
why he shouldn't be matched with either. They're trading once again. And things are going to come up even. No kills. But we will see being off going in, engaging on to the Vel'Koz. Just able to walk away for an orange. Just low health, but does live to see another minion. And yeah, I mean, that's just going to set mid lane so far back. You're going to farm from across the lane. And you're still missing CS. Being off going to go back in once again for an orange. Extremely low. No flash going to be popped. He gets the knockup. It does not matter. Kill confirmed. First blood for the Silas. And it looks like second blood too, as we see the Belveth getting a gank. The counter gank from Good Job King's not quite there. Gonna be trying to clean up Stinging Chicken as you see the engage coming in just to eat. Yeah, the claws. There it is. Taking down that Pantheon. Maybe gonna try to go for the Belveth as well, who is extremely low, but she should be able to get out of dodge. Just bobbing and weaving through all the attacks and the minions. And all things considered, not bad.
That was a fairly solid start. Certainly gives way to where we should be looking or where we should be afraid of. Certainly don't want to underestimate G King's pick here, but I am certainly interested to see if we can if we can get any comeback potential from bot lane potentially picking up, or if it's just going to be a continuous farm. Not like Ezreal and Jhin can't get good picks on each other. It's just this is a bit too early on. They don't have any solid item picks, and it's just going to be a lot of bullying coming from mid lane.
Oh yeah, Jin backed and bought a Cole. As you see, the Cole with 90 CS despite having 27 farms. So that means, yeah, bro backed and bought a Cole. Ball lane not going to be super interesting for a little bit. You know, let the ADC scale, farm from far, and yeah, I think that's just the name of the game for the bot lane.
Are we thinking any particular first item picks that could potentially make some impact on this game?
I mean, once the ADCs start getting their first items, I think that's when we're gonna start seeing some more action in the bot lane. As I mean, Ezreal can go a lot of things. Definitely, already stacking the tier. Misha already stacking the tier, but I think he's gonna definitely go for that Essence Reaper first item on Ezreal. Very strong. And then that's he's full build. Ezreal, press Q, press Q, press Q, press Q. It's over. Like, what are you gonna do, right? Walk up? No, that's your health bar. You're gone. You're dead.
We love Essence Reaver. It's not a it's not a broken item. It is just a very solid item.
Yeah. Speaking of very solid, stinging chicken with a very solid stun onto Cassante, but Cassante being Cassante is just gonna be chilling with his full health bar. Level advantage to Anmech though, so not a lot gonna be happening top lane. For an Orange does just get burst down by Beangoff's ultimate stolen and used. For an Orange dying under the tower to the hands of his own ultimate.
That is the power of Vel'Koz ult. Never think you need to just use it in team fights. Just picking off one player, burning them away is really strong, especially if Vel'Koz goes with Ludens or any kind of item that can help, or I say Ludens, Liandry's or anything that can help with burn potential or just capitalizing on how strong his ult is.
Yeah. Falling shoved in. First Drake gonna be going for Now We'd Win. And once again, bot lane back to another stalemate. I think Teach Me the Way is just letting that wave shove in to him.
Already seeing a 200 bounty on Sylas leads me to believe that we could be seeing some gankage coming from jungle.
Ooh.
Wait a
Great
minute.
buffer from Manmech. Goes for the Unstoppable. Looks like 3 people converging on the top lane though. Surely he knows. Oh, he's gonna commit on the Stinging Chicken. Gonna go for it, but Cam's gonna take us to the bot lane, I guess, for the time being. Gonna see Mishir trying to get a kill on the Captain ER. Not gonna quite get it. The flash there to save him as Teach Me the Wave's gonna clean things up, getting that 4th shot onto Mishir, who invested everything to try to get even one pick, as Kwanzek gonna be walking away just barely. Not gonna matter though. Good job, Kings, with the ultimate. Gonna slam down, stun up that tower. Not a lot happens top lane. Anmech walks away with his life. That's crazy.
we were worried about Anmech. We were thinking Stinging Chicken, both of them going against each other. We have an unstoppable Cassante and a shielded Pantheon. That is certainly a war between 2 potential powerhouses. Even though Cassante is down by 1 kill, that does not mean he is out at all. Cassante can easily come back, especially with all the strong tank items that he can build into, especially this game.
Kidnap a DPS. Kidnap an ADC.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
No.
Kidnap someone that does damage, right? But like, kidnap an ADC, and then, yeah, like, what are they gonna do? Like, you only have 2,000 health. Right? You kidnap them and then just run away. Being gonna be going in again for an Orange. I mean, again, this Vel'Koz pick is. I mean, the Sylas. You picked into Sylas. If I'm not mistaken. Like, you picked into Sylas. This is gonna be a tough matchup.
That's what I was worried about. That's what you told us. That's what we should be worried about. That this Vel'Koz pick, it's not a bad mid laner. It's just into somebody who's capable of engaging and capitalizing on the fact that Vel'Koz really needs to hit all of his shots in order to sustain himself. It just leaves Sylas so open to just cleaving through him.
Oh, GG.
Oh,
GG. Unlucky. We'll be It'll be back in like a. Don't worry about it too much. There we go. See,
Okay.
and then we're back. Just like
In the dark.
in the
And
dark.
we're back.
There we go. As yeah,
Ooh.
we see 4 and orange. They're going for a dive, seeing chicken, Clan Crusher, and being up all there. Knock up not to be found by the Belveth, but oh, good job, Kings in the region. Clan Crusher gonna flash straight into that Vel'Koz stun as Anmek gonna be teleporting to that mid lane just to try to prevent any more damage from being done. Maybe pick up a kill or two. But a 1-for-1. A lot of summoners too. I think if you're now we'd win. I mean, you take those.
Yeah, they should be taking those. King has seemingly been able to act as, obviously, as the name implies, the comeback king, capable of just coming in, cleaning up, making sure that the Vel'Koz is just not able, the Belveth is just not getting the attention that she needs, the stacking capabilities that she requires, and that might lead We'd win into a stronger jungle matchup.
I mean, a 20 CS lead in the jungle at this stage of the game. 3 kills. I mean, good job, Kings. Honestly, Jungle Canyon. If you're not would win, Jungle Canyon. If you win this game, if you win this game, Jungle Canyon.
Jungle
Anmek and Chicken
Canyon.
going bar for bar, ability for ability, just trying to trade things out. Even health, but we do see both junglers hovering in the relative vicinity in the top lane. Good job, Kings gonna be going in. Not investing ultimate just yet. Going to now as the Belveth appears, and just again smacking each other up. Good job, Kings. Gonna be dropping that W. Gonna be getting the kill. Actually, I think this is E. I'm not good with ability names.
Yeah, no. I think it was. I thought.
I do believe the shield is the E.
Yeah, the shield is the E. His W is the enhance. A Q is his stun. That's if I'm remembering that correctly.
Yeah, Misha getting poked down in that bot lane. Gonna be forced to use the as E just to avoid some shots, but it does not matter. Teach me the ways. Clean with it. Gonna be picking up the kill on to Mishior, and again, the bot lane matchup, you just gotta farm, you just gotta win, and it looks like, yeah, now we'd win, getting the better of it. Kwanzig trying to make something happen, but not a lot you can really do there as support Maokai.
Yeah, there certainly are some potential to use his Q and his W to just pop someone into the turret. Unfortunately, with such a big minion wave, so many distractions. But wait a minute.
Yeah, Clan Crusher comes in. Teach me the way. Still gets that last 4th shot. Gonna be getting the crit onto Kwanzaa. Gonna be claiming that kill. Clan Crusher now trying to take out Captain ER, who has popped the Swain ultimate. Extremely tanky, doing continuous damage as long as you're in that little circle. And I'm just gonna back off. Gonna be claiming the Drake now that you've taken out the ADC. Not a lot that Win can do. So.
He's not even building into tank quite yet. The Pikmin, the silent. Sorry, oh my god, why am I forgetting these champions? We are seeing some first item picks that are incredibly strong. I like the Spear of Shojin, the Storm Surge. Obviously, you gotta. We were talking about it earlier. Those AP assassins, the AP champions that can just capitalize on how strong Storm Surge is gonna make it very hard for these lane matchups to be able to counteract each other. And Orange, poor Orange.
Yeah, 40 CS down at 13 minutes. Not trending too well. Anmek gonna be going forward, gonna be trading out, stinging chicken. Ultimate coming out, gonna be kidnapping that Pantheon. Not quite gonna be taking him to Narnia, but gonna be taking him just a little bit closer to his own side. You trade out your tankiness for some offensive power. That is the whole ethos of that ultimate. As Stinging Chicken just gonna be trying to claim that kill. Anmek extremely low, not a lot left, but gonna be able to avoid combat just long enough, get that execute, as you did see. Good job, Kings creeping up from behind him, being off. Gonna be trying to do something mid lane. 4 and orange just gonna be backing off. I think if you are that Vel'Koz, you should probably build a Rod of Ages. I think you have to build a Rod of Ages.
Yeah, I understand how strong Ludens is.
Speaking of things we have to do, Clan Crusher trying to protect that top lane, trying to get a pick. So Anmek throws her against the wall, gets the stun, cleaning up the kill with good job, Kings. Again, that volley bear, just a masterclass.
It's the bruising capabilities, that Spear of Shojin early on, allowing all those abilities to come off, having that lower cooldown of ult, and Are we going to be able to see this Jhin ult actually pull off anything other than clearing the wave? No, we are not. What a
A nice
shame.
attempt though. Playing Jhin, you always just have to try. I think
True.
trying's half the battle.
It is definitely a battle of getting off those nice traps, understanding your players' mentalities of, can I get this W proc without them knowing exactly where it's going to be? But we are going to see first tower go down, so it
There
does
it
give
is.
bot lane some strength on the side of now we'd win.
Yeah, everyone's pulling up though. 4 players in the bot lane. Captain ER gonna get caught out, gonna pop the ultimate, but it does not really matter. Beangoff's just gonna blow you up. Kill going the way of Meshior. As top lane, TP trying to come in from Anmec, just trying to provide some reinforcement to that bot side, but Singing Chicken will interrupt it. Good job, Kings. Is gonna be there. They're gonna be claiming that kill. As bot lane, they also will go down. So just overall, great heads up play from Singing Chicken. Just stop that teleport. And I mean,
My goodness.
but it's still just like not really a lot you can do.
Nope. We are seeing the tug of war action. Top lane getting a bit more sturdy thanks to King, and Cassante finally getting a kill, evening out a little bit with Stinging Chicken. But the bot
Herald
lane...
in the top lane. Yo, Herald cam?
Herald?
A little late.
We didn't get to see the rodeo ride. I'm
Yeah.
sad.
No drunk
Now
driving
he's-
today, unfortunately.
Will we see a second one? That's my question.
I don't think so. It looks like they have backed off now as Cheesecake, they're gonna walk in forward. They're encroaching onto Captain ER. Flash forward from Clan Crusher, gonna get that kill onto the Sway, and alas, that Belvev can finally start stacking. Good job, Kings and Admec just ruling this entire top side. Stinging Chicken forced the flash away. The attempt, the cleanup, the vision was there, but that Pantheon will be able to walk away.
The vision was pretty clear. He did manage to acquire King's ult, but we are seeing some more plays in the mid lane.
Okay,
Orange
they
is
don't
not
want,
having
like-
a good time.
Yeah, again, just
Being
I just don't think Vel'Koz was the pick in this team comp.
No,
A lot of it, perhaps it's a bit of a champion pool thing, but like
I
Vel'Koz
suppose.
just wasn't the pick. You're so immobile, especially laning against that Silas. You're just gonna get walked over, and that's what we've seen. 0-4 now. You can't escape any danger either. You don't really have much peel for yourself. So, a little disjointed of a team comp, if you ask me, from
Yeah.
Now We'd Win, but looks like they are winning at the moment though. Good job, Kings. Just absolutely dominating the entire map.
2.5K gold lead, just demonstrating that even though Cheesecake has gotten some good picks, they are just missing out because of King, and we are seeing some stronger plays going on from the Jhin. So it's going to be an interesting fight right now.
Yeah, they're stacking up, and just holding them steady. The Jhin ultimate just to zone people off. Not quite there to do damage, but there's no one really in a range. Clan Crusher just really far, zoned out of the pit, not going to be able to get the steal of any kind. They're going to look to go in on the back of that too. Good job, Kings. Just running forward. Admec going to get blast coned in. Going to be trying to find something, anything for that Cassante. He's trying so hard. Popping the ghost as well. Just trying to get in there, but it looks like it will not happen. Both teams just kind of back off. Stinging Chicken gonna get a little bit of value top lane, getting some flip push down. As CG the ways. Oh, he might have overstayed because the entirety of Cheesecake is here to capitalize. The flash comes out from that Jhin, but it does not matter. There's 3 people coming at you, and there is that Belvev auto you at 80 million miles an hour.
We saw so many abilities there, so much stuff happening, and we could potentially be seeing something with Stinging Chicken. Finally seeing how Cassante just out-tanks everything.
Yeah, Cassante, fun and fair and balanced champion. Down on CS, even on the kills, but down on CS, and still just absolutely smacking up Stinging Chicken, and there's nothing that Pantheon can do.
Little Nas X said it best. You can go full tank build, and yet you can still out-damage ADCs, you can out-damage bruisers. Cassante does it all.
Yeah, he is literally just tank Yasuo.
Yeah.
Knock up? Yep.
Oh.
Knock up's there. Oh, can't do anything to me? Yep, that ability is there too. Gap closer? That one's there too. Kidnapping? Both of them can kidnap you. Like, now it looks a little different on Yasuo, but like, the ult basically is just a kidnap.
Truly, all the Monster Hunter fans out there, they finally got their character. Maybe not as Monster Hunter-y as they want, but they finally got somebody who's just strong enough to make them feel like they can just take on anything. And I am interested to see if Clan Crusher can make a comeback, slowly stacking up, potentially building into Bloodthirster or Immortal Shieldbow. Or maybe a Bork as
Yeah.
well with the Scythe pick.
Yeah, the objectives will have to be the name of the game. I think you have to just keep going hard on for these objectives just to get that Belveth online. That's just what you have to do. And I mean, it's still pretty early in the game. We're 20 minutes in. 3 dragons. Each team has 3 grubs each. Of course, the Herald advantage, I believe, going to now we'd win, but still pretty even on everything. There's still a chance for that Belveth to come online, especially if you make the mistake of letting her scale. Now with the Bork, Blade of the Ruined King, 1-hit passive, no longer 3. So
yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if we're gonna see any potential pushes or lead-ins from the top lane.
Oh no.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
Bingoff. I mean, you're fed, but there's not a lot you can do against such a tanky opponent. Clan Crusher comes in, does have the tank busting item, does have that Kraken Slayer, and when you can auto super duper fast, it's gonna pay off, but I don't think it's gonna matter all too much. Good job, King's just gonna stun you up, gonna get a shield. The peel is not the peel, but rather the running away is there. Clan Crusher just barely gonna escape with their life as Kwanzek gonna get engaged on by Captain ER, but not a lot to be found.
Captain ER is
Except
not
the mid turret. They got the mid turret.
They got
For
the
an orange.
mid-turret.
He won lane. He still has his
did it.
turret. He won
did
lane.
it.
We did it.
You may be like 50 CS down, but you did it, bud. You fucking did it.
Alas.
We love you, Orange.
Here's the
We love
gold.
you.
Just take a quick glance at it. It's 2K difference on the ahead and the behind players. So 2K on that volley, 2K on that Jhin, but also on the other way, 2K on the Silas. And yeah, 2000 is the gold lead. So we found it.
We found. It's gonna certainly be interesting. I am a little worried though, mostly on the part of Kwanzak, with the build path building into Trailblazer and the Thornmail, which I understand both of those are very strong items right now, but I would honestly think that maybe worry a little bit more about some potential engage, maybe some ability haste could be nice, but this is me picking apart a support, which I love to do.
I think like the Thornmail is useful, but there's not a lot of people that will really auto you all that much, except like Volibear and Jhin, which
Right.
I mean, admittedly is a lot of their damage, but like I don't. It's a lot more inconsequential. I think you get a lot more value out of a different item. But Captain ER just caught out in no man's land. The flash coming out, but it will not matter. That Swain is cooked. As we see, I think that's a Malignance.
Yep. That's a Malignance first pick, which is certainly very strong for Swain. Taking it from me, Malignance has been a very key pivotal point for a lot of support, AP damaging supports like Karma.
Oh, Kwanzak!
Not,
Oh man, my guy is just
matter.
tanking everything. And that's just going to be the go button. Everyone's so low, especially that support. Not a lot of peel you can do when you're 1 HP. Clan Crusher going to get caught out. That Vel'Koz ult burning people down, like you mentioned. Very useful. Kwanzak still alive. Manages to stay alive. As a 1 for Drake comes in.
It was certainly a very effective ult. Potentially could have seen better use out of the Maokai ult from Kwanzak, not spending it earlier, but we could be potentially seeing some Baron plays. And
I don't think you can do anything if you're Cheesecake. Your jungler got taken out, still not even up, so that steal potential is gone. The best you can do is try to clean up some players as they're trying to back, but they're all full health and they're all there. It's 5 players,
Mhm.
5v4 at best. So it's a little overzealous if you're Kwanzaa, who walks
Ooh.
up just a little too far forward. The whole Armada comes back, the Avengers pull up, and I mean, now we'd
Ooh.
win, just continuing to grow their lead.
Not I not enough tankiness, honestly. From the side of Cheesecake, they certainly have some great push potential. The Black Cleaver and Lethality going on to Pantheon, Borg and Kraken Slayer being two extremely strong items for Belveth, and seeing the Shadow Flame with Storm Surge, two pivotal items for AP assassins in the mid lane. But there's just really not a lot of tankiness that can be done. Kwanzaa does have some potential to survive against maybe King or Jin for a second, but this is it's not enough against crit and just the true brutality that Oliver and Jin are capable of.
Yeah, but both these teams still within striking distance of each other, honestly, especially like for Cheesecake. Well, I feel like their comp just a little more pick oriented with Pantheon with Silas. So you're gonna struggle in those big 5v5 fights, as we've seen. You do have some team fight ultimates, but still overall, looking for a pick is what you're good at. But it looks like they're gonna go for the team fight. They're gonna collapse in 4v5. Everything comes out, all the ultimates, everyone's converging. No one's on for an orange, so that burn from that ultimate is going to do just so much damage. Everyone stays alive. Eventually, you're going to take out that Swain, the triple kill for 4 and orange. We are so back if you are that Vel'Koz. Ultimate from Good Job Kings, who just rotated over from bot lane. And that's a 5 for 1. Again, just the tankiness from the Cassante, the tankiness from the Swain. You just can't clean up any kills if you are Cheesecake, especially when the stopwatch gets pops.
Luis, so much damage coming out. Even though Cheesecake does still have some potential here, it's just having 4 man down. You're gonna reset and probably worry about maybe taking one last objective or just finding a good lane to push into. There's so much that could be done with Cheesecake, but they've been exposed. It's a hard thing to say, but they've been exposed.
Yeah, I mean, literally too. They, inhibitor down, one Nexus turret alive, and this next Drake is gonna really spell it all, because if you are Cheesecake, you're gonna want to fight for this one. You don't want to give Nawi win that soul point. It's just gonna end up being a slow bleed. You're gonna have to try to take a fight. You're gonna have to try to capitalize on what little advantages you can, exploit a mistake or two in Nawi wins game plan, and you're gonna want to fight for this next Drake because
Right.
Also because you can start stacking that Belveth and start smacking everyone up. For I mean, yeah, that's what it does.
They have to tie up the 7K gold lead. It is the canyon that you spoke of earlier. Not to say that we can't see Belveth come back and stack stronger, but hold on a second.
Hold on.
No.
Yeah, Stinging Chicken trying to catch a pick, but not really gonna get it. The ultimate from Kwanzaa is there, rooting people up, but it doesn't really matter. The kidnap comes out on Mech, gonna be going in and gonna be taking so much damage. Does not matter. Teach me the ways with that final curtain call. Gonna be taking people out. As again, 4 and orange is online. Double kill for that Vel'Koz. Immediately gonna be evening up their KDA. Clan Crusher gets taken out in the background.
Ooh,
as
the 4th shot.
Yeah, no, oh, okay, never mind.
Oh.
Clan Crusher. Yeah, the Belveth living to tell the tale, the last bastion, the final hope for Cheesecake, but it does not matter. Nexus is surrounded. They're gonna be looking to get the kill onto this Belveth. A Cheeky went for the road.
Stop! She's already dead.
And that's gonna be it. Nah, we'd win.
Man.
Yeah, they're gonna be taking the win, and man, I think honestly, it felt a little doomed from the beginning.
I mean,
like, sure, we critiqued the draft a little bit. We're like, oh, maybe, shouldn't have picked the Vel'Koz into the into the Silas, but I mean, you scale
Right.
eventually, right? Especially in those team fights, you start getting all your abilities down, you knock people up, and then you stack, and then you
Mhm.
win. And
You
press
yeah.
R, you burn everyone for like a million bajillion true damage, and there's not a lot you can do. So yeah, now we'd win, just taking full advantage of again scaling.
Yeah, the scaling potential is just insane. And Orange, if you're listening, way to come back after those 4 deaths, managing to burn through half their team, like getting a double and a triple kill in those team fights. Saw some strong ultimate synergy, and I must say, if I have to hope for anything in the future, if Cheesecake does plan to use Ezreal Maokai in the future, maybe finding some time to better time out those Maokai ults could have helped. But they certainly had some strong synergy, and hopefully we'll be seeing some more of them. Maybe with their top laner, maybe we'll see Sting and Chicken sub out for some more. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like yeah, stinging chicken, like say what you want about substitute. It's not a ringer, it's a ring
No,
up.
no, 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 no.
I think stinging chicken, honestly, wasn't the he was performing, but I don't think he
I-
was the star of
No.
this of cheesecake for this match. So who knows, right? Maybe if they have their actual top laner, it'd be a completely
Right.
different game. Casante's like 0-20, Admec's crying, groveling at the fact that he just
Oh,
got shit on. Who knows on the outcome? But it is to be said that the Casante really did help out a lot, especially just tanking damage. Like like he gets one item, unkillable, unkillable. GG, go next, FF.
yeah,
It's
it's an unfortunate part of Casante's kit, and I must say, if we had to pick an MVP from that, King, my boy, you managed to show off Steel Caps and Shojin together are incredibly dangerous. Popping off all those ults, like maybe one or two ults did not connect with somebody. That is crazy, and I salute you. And this was a fun one.
yeah, and Cheesecake had their moments. I think once you kind of iron out those small little mistakes, like you mentioned, like timing on abilities, ultimates, whatever it may be, I think that's when they're gonna be able to start. That's when they're gonna be able to shine. But
Definitely.
something I can tell you for sure, that's gonna be it for our coverage of this first match. We still have another match coming up at, well, it's supposed to be 2 o'clock. Poly time. It is what it is. Nothing runs on time. Come on, LCS doesn't even run on time. What makes you think we're gonna run on time?
Hey.
So we have another match after this one. The Avenue Advocates against Team 10. We're gonna have
Yeah.
completely new casters, and you're not gonna want to miss it. Just stick around. I mean,
No, I'm
there's some.
playing. You gotta watch it now.
He's
You got it.
playing. There you
I'm
go.
playing.
Stick around so you can watch him play. You know,
Yes.
he can
It's gonna
cast.
be
He can play. What more do you want, right?
it's gonna be fun.
But
But yeah, thank you so much.
yeah, I'll catch you guys on the other side of this break.
welcome back to another game 2. I'm here, Gold Freak, with my fellow division teammate, Jinho.
Hi.
You look absolutely happy to be here, Jinho.
Yeah, I just got off my first win off SLOLCS. It was a stream game. I was playing Volibear, and I was able to. Our team was really able to put it together and get our first win. So.
Yeah, Volibear, you were played indeed. I just saw those dives with the ultimate and being able to completely take over the map. How'd you feel about that?
Uh, I was able to like capitalize off a couple of the mistakes that the enemy teams made early, and get myself like leads on camps and some early kills. So I was really able to get some items early and really snowball the game. And thanks to our new top lane, it was really easy to play around him as well. So.
Yeah, shout out to Admeg for being able to to put his retirement on hold and come down and help his fellow slow players play Able. And so now we're gonna head over to Avenue Advocates and versus Team 10. Avenue Advocates is the notorious Arch Tempered in top lane, and Team 10 I think has Lycan as ADC as well.
I'm really interested about probably the top matchup here. I know Arch Tempered has been carrying a lot of games, and Stinging Chicken also has been having very good laning phases so far. So I'm excited to see how Stinging Chicken holds up to Arch Tempered.
Yeah, top lane is definitely going to be one to be seen. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath. Singing Chicken has no fear and is just going to be constantly trying to push for lane leads with his unique top lane picks such as Rek'Sai. And Arch Tempered has a Champion Ocean. Will probably have a response to that as well. But ADC is also, bot lane is also to keep in lookout. We have Lycan, who's usually a top laner, coming down to and playing ADC with his support Moonkiller, if I'm remembering correctly. And then they're gonna be playing up against Matchup and Gusto, who was just casting last game. Jinho.
No, I'm not doing that.
For 10 subs, they want Jinho to
No,
take all
no,
of your
no,
shit.
no,
I'm
no, no,
kind of
no.
down.
No,
I think
no,
you have
no,
to,
no!
do it now.
Stop,
You have to
stop,
do it.
stop! I'm not
You have to
doing
do it.
that. I'm not doing that. I do not consent.
I mean, if we get a portion of the 10 subs, I think it's.
No,
we got
no,
one
no!
sub already.
Stop, 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 stop!
Yeah, come on, guys, bring in those subs so that way Jinho can take his shirt off.
I'm not taking my shirt off.
Yeah, just Volibear R in real life, bro. Just like.
Nah.
Alright, we're gonna cut to draft right now, and looks like we have the Avenue Advocates on blue side and Team 10 on red side, which means Team 10 is gonna have that top lane counter pick into Arch Tempered, which is pretty valuable against a really strong top laner such as itself, and it's gonna be an immediate Yone ban coming from T10. Arch Tempered is kind of really notorious for his Yone being able to kind of 1v9 games.
Yeah. Although Team 10 does have the counter pick, I'm not sure if they'll use it on top lane because of like rather the limited pool that Sting Chicken kind of has. So I'm not sure if that'll come into play here, but we'll see.
Yeah, and we do see Ivern and Kiana ban taken away from Team 10. Who is Team 10's jungler? Let me see. Oh, Ligma PP. That's right. I have to say that name several times now during cast. I'm so excited to say that on repeat.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, we do have Felios picked up for the Avenue Advocates and an immediate Jinx response. What are your thoughts, Junho?
I know that. Wait, are they picking Jinx or?
They were hovering it for a little bit.
I don't think they're, or it seems like Lycan wants to go with the Kalista, opting for a really aggressive laning. I know he's like rather a player who really likes playing for early leads and getting leads early, so I do like the Kalista pick if they're able to snowball it early, but the Felios has really good scaling, so
Yeah,
it's
but
definitely gonna come down to the laning phase.
Yeah, kind of Kalissa like taking over Ophelios kind of the early laning phase. Ophelios does have kind of like a weaker side, and it's gonna be a Pantheon pick for Team 10.
That should be top lane for Stain Chicken, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's one of his, yeah, he just played it, so I'm expecting that to be a Pantheon, and pretty sure Team 10's support is known to play Enchanters, so pretty likely that that's gonna be Pantheon top.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it could go anywhere else. Potentially jungle,
Mid lane.
but
I don't
mid
know about
lane.
the jungle, but yeah, probably
But
mid lane. But I would expect this to be a top pick.
yep, and Melio's gonna be immediately picked up. But let's hope that the Avenue Advocates are kind of aware of Moonkiller's champ pool and know that's a Pantheon going top.
Yeah.
Melio's gonna be picked up as well, kind of helping Aphelios with his extra range, and it's gonna be a Jax pick.
I really like this pick here. I think into Callista and Pantheon. It's pretty strong with the counter strike and could probably definitely take over the game. So probably gonna be a pretty pivotal pick.
Yeah, is that Jax going top lane or jungle?
Ooh, let me look here. You know, Jack's jungle was we've seen a couple of Jack's jungle throughout SLOLCS, but
Yeah,
I would assume that it is in the top lane.
yeah. Jax jungle has been pretty dominant. I'm not sure if Ligma PP has been playing Jax jungle. Are gonna see Maokai picked up as well for Team 10. Maokai has been a pretty prominent pick overall in this meta, being able to kind of secure vision for his team and being able to lock down an area and lock down any opponent that kind of jumps onto the side of Team 10.
I think it seems like Team 10 or is opting more for like early game here, so interested how their game plan's gonna head out into the game, and Team Avenue Advocates are looking for a bit more scaling with the Jackson Aphelios.
Yep, Team 10 has a pretty strong early lane, and it's gonna be a Katarina ban on the side of Avenue Advocate. Who is their mid? I think their mid laner is Cute Anime Girl. Yeah, you weren't here for this last year, but Cute Anime Girl I think was on like the I don't remember what their team name was. Probably something along the lines of Team Meow Meow or something like that. Playing with Even Way, and Cute Anime Girl was kind of like a wild card and was able to play a lot of like random champions and still kind of do a decent job in the mid lane. So I'm kind of excited to see what pick is gonna come from them this game.
Thinking back on this draft, I'm a little confused about the Maokai pick. Is that a Senna? Maybe that's Maokai jungle. Thought it was support, but it seems like it'll be Maokai jungle here with the Senna and Renata hovers.
Yep. Honestly, for the for Moonkiller's kind of style of play, I'm expecting a Renata. Oh, but we're gonna
Senna.
lock in Senna. Renata had a little bit more synergy with kind of Callista, being able to add on to the damage that Callista already does. But Senna, I like the Senna pick. Is a little bit of making up for the early game and gives a little bit of a late game scaling as well.
I think they opted to pick Senna instead of Renata because of the Melio basically negating the Renata ulti here, so I think that's probably why they went with Senna.
Yeah, that is also true. Senna also kind of makes up for the lack of late game scaling on the side of Team 10, so the Senna's probably going to have a lot of agency this game.
Yeah, Go ahead.
No, you're good. Zach is picked up for the side of Avenue Advocates, so that is confirmed to be a Jax top lane. How does a Jax into Pantheon top lane matchup kind of go, Jinho?
I'm pretty sure it's Jack's favored, because it's really hard for Pantheon to trade against Jax's Counter Strike, and basically like he can negate Pantheon's W as well, and Like I'm pretty sure it should be favored for Jax. Like if Pantheon makes a mistake, it's a lot easier for Jax to punish and just run him down in the lane, where Pantheon has to take like pretty good shorter trades. But I'm pretty sure it's basically Jack's favorite here. So
Yeah.
it's the counter pick coming out. So I would have probably liked to see um, maybe they hold the top lane pick, but it seems like due to like the limited pool Sting Chicken has, it will just be the early Pantheon pick over here.
Yep, Stinging Chicken is looking really confident onto this Pantheon. And with that being said, if you are confident in any of the teams, guys should put in some of your channel points. They are live now. Place your bets. Who do you think is going to win? We have a staggering top lane matchup along with a pretty aggressive bot lane matchup. And honestly, Junho, if I'm going to be completely honest, I really like the Avenue Advocates
Yeah, I'm a
comp a
way bigger
lot more.
fan of their comp as well. I like because for the side, it's just a lot easier for um, Team 10 or yeah, Avenue Advocates to play. Well, Team 10 has to play these fights rather like it's gonna be very hard for Callista to play into the Aphelios later when he has a lot more range alongside with Amelia W, as well as playing against Zac. It's not gonna be very easy for the side of Callista. So I think it's gonna. I think my perspective on this draft is if it's not a complete domination here from Team 10 early on, it will be very favored towards the Avenue Advocates for sure.
Yep, and actually a little bit of a correction. I think it is Jacob subbing for, excuse me, for Enigma PP for
Oh,
the
okay.
side of Team 10. So thank goodness I will not be having to spam that word over and over again. But I think we have a little bit of a bias cast. I think we are definitely kind of Team Avenue Advocates sided. But I still
I think
think
the Maokai pick is like, it's been good in the past, but after a lot of nerfs it has, and also with the itemization, Maokai is a lot weaker than it has been in the past. So, not really a fan of the Maokai jungle. If you're not really able to get much value, I think the Zac can clear better and team fight better as well. So,
yeah, and Avenue Advocates does have a lot of wombo, kind of with that Zac paired up with the Diana ulti, and it is season 14, so Diana will be doing a lot of damage. And
yeah,
you
I'm
kind of,
excited to see the wombos with the the Moonlight Vigil and the Zac ultimate as well as Jax going in there. So,
yep, and Syndra is kind of an immobile carry, so she's kind of at the mercy of hopefully not being overextended.
yeah.
Right, while they're preparing loadout and we're gonna go into spectator delay, Jinho, what was your thoughts about the draft going for game 1 on your team?
Oh, for our game, so I think we ended up with a pretty decent draft. I guess a little thing that I was a little concerned about was our mid laner, um, who he has a rather limited pool, but he was able to. He picked his Vel'Koz and they counterpicked with a Silas. So, or actually, yeah, they counterpicked. Or no, we picked up Vel'Koz into the Silas due to his like limited champion pool. But honestly, I was a little worried about that, but I knew our bot lane was going to do fine as well as our top lane. Even though Vel'Koz fell a little bit behind early, it ended up being fine because the Vel'Koz was able to do a lot of damage in that game. He actually ended up with the most damage. So even though the laning phase wasn't so good for him, I think he did a really good job in these team fights, being able to use his ultimate and his like true damage to really do damage in the fights. So overall, even though the draft wasn't 100% good, I think it ended up being pretty good for us in the end and how the game played out. And I was
Yeah.
kind of confused about the R5 Bel'Veth because at least my understanding of the matchup is Volibear basically rolls over Bel'Veth because Bel'Veth cannot really run away from Volley when he's queuing at her. And as you saw in the game, I was basically like rolling over the Bel'Veth. So basically,
Yeah.
yeah.
We've seen Clan Crusher pick up a lot of strong, like, carry style junglers, and he's been doing pretty well. He's been doing pretty well on them, so I wasn't too surprised about the Bel'Veth pick, but it was unlucky that he was put behind by so far due to the nature of the Volibear and Bel'Veth matchup. Speaking of which, we have Zach into Maokai. Can you give us like an idea of how that matchup is gonna go and what to look for?
At least my understanding of the matchup is Zach has a little bit faster clear than Maokai. Maokai is actually without a leash. He struggles to get clear before 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So I'd expect the Zach to be able to clear faster than the Maokai. But if Maokai is able to get some early ganks, maybe towards top or maybe bot, it might be a little bit more favorable. I would expect the Maokai to play more towards this bot side here with the Callista Senna and maybe look to set up maybe a dive or something like that. But I think even though Maokai's ulti is like kind of good in team fights, I think Zac with its disruption and being able to go in is going to be a lot more impactful in this game.
Yep, it's gonna. I think it's. I definitely agree with you there. It's gonna be on the back of Jacob to kind of keep off a lot of this dive coming from the side of Avenue Advocates with the Jax E and the Zac bombing in, and then on the lookout for Diana one shot.
I
It's
think
definitely
the
gonna.
I think the Syndra E will also be really pivotal for that as well.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be on their backs to kind of keep their squishies alive long enough to be able to shred through that Jax, which is going to be an absolute monster this game. Stingy Chicken has a lot of pressure on him, hopefully not being able to lose against Arch Tempered. And I think honestly, Stingy Chicken has surprised me a lot this year, so I think he can hold his own. And we're heading into loading screen finally, woohoo! And we can take a look at the skins right now. Riot has pretty much upped their game when it comes to skins, and it's gonna be Fairy Court Callista. I'm indifferent about that skin. I'm not sure if I like it or not.
Talking about switching over a little bit about the runes, Jacob went Aftershock here on Maokai, but I'm usually, at least in the jungle, Aftershock is a little bit worse on Maokai because kind of wants to play like in and out of the fights, and he doesn't really send it like support Maokai does, and the Aftershock doesn't get as much value. I probably would have liked to see Phase Rush probably for the side of Jacob.
Yeah, it's fair to say that Jacob is a support main player, so I think he kind of wants to not play to carry the game rather than more to kind of play to be able to support his team to carry for him.
Yeah, for sure.
And let's see, both junglers are gonna opt for the green Pokemon, and is hopefully both junglers kind of want to be a tank for the team, as we've seen Lycan kind of killing Moonkiller here with the Callista passive.
Yeah, and an interesting choice on Aphelios taking cleanse this game. I'm not quite sure what he's trying to cleanse. Maybe the Senna W, but uh, none of these CCs are really CCs that you want to be cleansing here. I would have probably liked to see probably a ghost out from Aphelios, I would say. Well, I know you're an ADC player, so what are your thoughts probably on the Aphelios' summer choices here?
I'm kind of a little bit concerned because you opted for Emilio, which kind of is like a walking cleanse bot for you, and we're kind of building cleanse. I would like to see exhaust coming from Aphelios and a heal coming from the Emilio, to kind of because you have like a free cleanse on Emilio ulti, and then Aphelios is going to be the one pretty much autoing Callista this lane, and Callista's going to want to look onto Aphelios, so I think exhaust would have been a lot better for the Aphelios matchup. Stinky Chicken did take Ignite top lane, as we see Potato Aim kind of engaging onto Cute Anime Girl, dropping her down to 1 health, and but the scatter is going to come out, and it's not going to be a first blood, but Cute Anime Girl has to go back, but she's opting to stay.
Just barely getting out there with the sliver of HP there for Cute Anime Girl.
Yep, and kind of Potato Diana versus Syndra is that Diana favored or Syndra?
It should be Syndra favored, especially with Diana taking Conquer here. I'm also a little. It would have probably might have been able to kill with the Electrocute here, but It's definitely Syndra favored because as long as Syndra dodges Diana Qs, it's really hard for Diana to get on Syndra, especially when Syndra has her E up.
Yep, cute anime girl having to blow all their pots to kind of keep up in health after taking like a huge health loss. Potato Aim's kind of trying to dodge out these Syndra orbs in order to stay healthy and hopefully look for another engage.
Bot lane's already looking quite favored for the side of Avenue Advocates here, with them having the wave in quite a good position here. So
Yep, and just like you were saying earlier, Maokai's kind of struggling with his clear, and Zach's able to clear a lot faster, being ahead in farm. It's kind of hard for Maokai to gank bot here.
I think, yeah, pretty good setup for bot lane, setting up the wave right under the tower to really dodge this gank timer here.
Yep, and it is going to be first Drake, and 5-minute mark is coming up for those grubs. What are your thoughts on grubbies?
I'm definitely.
Oh, Philippines is gonna knocking in. Stinging Chicken has to flash away. The Q W is gonna go in, and Stinging Chicken has to walk away. Unfortunately, blowing his flash.
Not sure why Philly Cheese didn't just chase there.
Okay, but Jakub's looking down on the flank and is gonna look Q onto the matchup, and he's going onto Gusto. W is gonna land onto the. It's gonna be first blood for the Callista on the red. Let's go. First blood goes over to Team 10.
I think I would have liked to see the Zac probably play more towards the bot side of, or after his first clear, maybe look for a reset and look to be here for the bot side as the wave was actually pushing in for the side of Avenue Advocates. But Jacob being there as the wave shoved in, getting a crucial gank timing and getting his bot lane ahead, and this is really big for Team 10.
Yep, kind of on the side for Zac, he's able to kind of just be able to play for his top laner, kind of get Stinging Chicken to blow that import in some, so that way Archtemper could look onto Stinging Chicken later on.
I think in that top skirmish, little mid lane trading action happening here.
Yep, it's gonna be Syndra orbs, and Syndra's not gonna let this Diana farm for free.
It's looking quite favored for the side of Syndra here, and Diana kind of struggling with the poke that Syndra brings in lane, so it's gonna be a pretty easy lane for Syndra as she scales through the game.
Not much else happening on the map after that first blood. Archtemper kind of pressuring that wave into Stinging Chicken as, just as I say that, Felicity's kind of engaging onto Syndra, direct to camera. Diana's gonna E onto cute anime girl, and Syndra is gonna come out, but it's not gonna be enough, and Potato Aim is gonna secure the kill for against Syndra.
I wasn't quite able to see there, but it seemed like the Syndra flashed after the Zaki. I think could have maybe been avoidable if Syndra was able to flash, but the Zac was able to get on the Syndra there and getting a crucial kill for really saving this Diana's lane here. It's really helpful and makes the lane a lot harder for Syndra here on out.
Kind of a little bit of a struggle because that Zac E is kind of purely based on reaction if you don't know that Zac is not there.
Yeah.
But it looks like Team 10 is gonna secure the area around for Drake. Bot lane's gonna get the push in, and it's gonna be, I don't know, I can't see what Drake that is, but it looks like Team 10 is gonna secure the first Drake, and hopefully Felicis can trade for grubs.
Seems like Zac is here, gonna start up the grubs here and taking that trade. I'm not sure if it'll be very useful for the Avenue Advocates taking the grubs here, as like across the board I haven't really been able to see any of their champions really get up and hit the tower, especially not in mid lane. They'll probably not get much value for the side of Avenue
Arch-Tempered E being able to E onto Stinging Chicken, gonna trade it. Ulti is gonna come out, gonna be flash onto Stinging Chicken, knowing that he doesn't flash Q onto, and it's gonna be 1 HP. Stinging Chicken's gonna live with 1 HP, kind of spamming those health pots in order for him to kind of just stay alive. Arch-Tempered did have to build a flash, knowing that Stinging Chicken didn't have it, and unfortunately isn't able to secure the kill. as you see, Lycan coming, engaging onto Gusto, dashing onto Red is gonna come out, but it's not gonna kill as no more spears are on. But
Kind of surprised with how the bot lane laning is going so far, with Aphelios actually having a massive CS lead here. So even though Kalista has a
because the R is gonna come out and to engage onto double knockup. Gusto's gonna go down with it, Red, and Lycan and Aphelios is gonna be next on a menu. Is gonna flash in and Ian, and gonna be a Match is gonna get the kill, and it's gonna Muka is just gonna live with a sliver of 1 HP. Tower is not gonna finish her off, and Matchup takes a 1-for-1 against Lycan.
I think it's a little bit of a mistake. Oh.
Potato A is gonna dash onto cute anime girl. Is gonna get the double E off. Moonlight Vigil's gonna come down and gonna kill cute anime girl. Looking out to Jakku, but not sure Potato Aim can do anything else. And Jakku's unfortunately not there in time for his mid laner.
It's a complete bloodbath across the board here, with fights happening everywhere across the map. It's starting out really spicy this game.
Yep, super aggressive bot lane, and Jakku is hovering. Stingy Chicken right now, making sure that Arch Temper doesn't try to engage. Stingy Chicken does have flash available to him, but
I think they're looking for a dive here. It'll be pretty easy with the ignite from Stingy Chicken.
Jakku, Maokai ult's gonna come out, Senna ult's coming down from the lane, and then Arch Shepherd is gonna look onto Jakku, but it's gonna take the 1-for-1 against the Maokai. And Stingy Chicken barely lives. Lucky the tower did not take another victim, thank goodness. But Potato Aim is gonna look onto Stingy Chicken, try to avenge his top laner, but Stingy Chicken is gonna make it out of his lane. Philly Cheese isn't engaging onto cute anime girl. Cute anime girl is trying to kind of wait for her life. Philly Cheese looks like it's gonna get the E off on the knockup, and cute anime girl is gonna go down.
A little bit of a misplay. I know Jacob's not quite familiar with the Maokai here, but I think if he was able to aggro the tower and then de-aggro with his W there, he might have been able to live, but I don't know if that was communicated well on the side of Team 10, but still, nevertheless, it's pretty good for the side of Team 10 getting that wave shoved in and getting a little bit of a lead here in top lane and trying to neutralize Arch Temper here in the game.
Yep, Team 10 doing a very good job kind of pushing his Jax back and forcing him to lose waves. Stingy Chicken holding up his own and overall playing well into this Jax.
I think focusing back on the bot lane here, like, I think there's a quiet, like, the CS lead is, I feel like, quite unusual, even though Kalista has quite a big gold lead here. What would you say? Like, I feel like the Kalista and Senna has to have a bigger lead here in this laning phase for these picks to be really valuable, but
it's kind of hard for Kalista to kind of like win a trade unless she's kind of more of an all-in ADC, but if matchup kind of positions well enough, he's able to kind of take a more advantageous trades against a Kalista, especially powered up by Emilio.
for sure.
Syndra is hovering topside, looking. Cute anime girl is trying to see if there's any play to be made across topside. That flash is going to be available soon to Arch Temper. Philly Cheese is hovering, kind of realizing that the mid laner is gone. It's going to be channeling. It's going to be a knockup. Gonna miss the knockup. Stingy Chicken is going to get, but the Q is going to come off. Aegis Shield's kind of trying to keep him alive, but he's going to go down, and Philly Cheese is going to take the kill.
Some really good ganks from the side of Philly Cheese, getting these right position, and his laner setting up really well, so he's getting that gold lead, getting that Sunfire out, and gonna be definitely a big meat tank for their team.
Scatter the Weak is gonna miss Jacobs here. W is onto the Potato Aim, and Potato Aim is gonna get the Q off onto Q Enemy Girl, and is gonna secure the kill. Jacob tried to take a 1-for-1, but not sure if he has enough damage. R is gonna come out, hold him down, and it's gonna be a Potato Aim is gonna shield flash away. Jacob has a flash after Potato Aim, but it's not gonna land. Sapling is running after it, but Potato Aim is running to the top, and it's gonna get the. And Jacob is gonna secure the kill onto Potato Aim, but unfortunately not able to do anything else than that.
It's just almost getting out there for the side of Potato Aim, but Jacob is able to get that flash and eventually Q to get the kill there. So good job for Jacob, but it's a little bit of a loss as the Syndra is falling quite a bit behind here.
Philly Cheese, Slingshot is gonna land. Q is gonna go. Scatter the Weak is gonna get Philly Cheese off. No minions available to put the next Zac Q onto, and Q Anime Girl is gonna make it out alive.
Seems like Team 10's really playing for these dragons, definitely trying to make that their win con, and I'm curious to see if Avenue Advocates are going to contest here for the third drag.
Yep, Arch-Tempered, Aegis Shield is Distinguishinist with Aegis Shield trying to kite away, but Arch-Tempered is going to win that trade. And it's going to be a QR, and it's going to be a solo bolo for Arch-Tempered.
Really good there for Arch-Tempered, understanding that after the Pantheon E that he could just all in there and catch out the Pantheon by surprise.
Yep, Aegis Shield not available to Stinky Chicken, kind of using it a little bit early in the trade. Trying to kite away, but is unfortunately unsuccessful, as Jax is pretty good at chasing down enemies. Scatter of the Weak is going to miss. Arch-Tempered is going to look to engage. E is going to go off, and it's going to be another R is going to come off, but Grand Starfire is coming down. Q is knock up, and it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade, and it's going to be a shutdown going over to Stinky Chicken.
Still seems to be, although it is a shutdown for the side of Team 10 here, Diana is able to free hit mid here, so it does seem like a little bit of a win for Avenue Advocates.
Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the gold. So far, we see almost a little bit of a 2k lead in the top lane, if I see that correctly. And overall, even though Stingy Chicken did get that shutdown, hopefully he can spend it before something else, before another big objective time. But Potato Aim is creeping around down bot lane, just gets spotted on a control ward. Moonkiller lands to W, but is probably not going to look for any more than that.
For this side, Diana is going to be a big problem here, having a ton of items already out. And Syndra's going to have a hard time playing against Syndra, and both the Callista and Senna are going to have quite a difficult time playing against them.
Slingshot is going to land onto cute anime girl. R is going to come. Let's Bounce is going to come out. Scatter of the Weak doesn't stun the Potato A, and Potato A is going to be another pickup for Philly Cheese.
Getting caught again here. It's not looking good for the side of Team 10, as their mid laner has been caught out almost 6 times now. So pretty not looking good for the side of Team 10 here.
Yeah, unfortunately, cute anime girl is on Syndra, and it's kind of hard. She's kind of like an immobile mid laner, and is very easy to get on top of if she does not have her E.
Yeah, I think Syndra probably needs to stop walking up here to hit the turrets here, as it's not been pretty bad for the side of Team 10.
Yep, and as we look at the bot lane matchup so far, Kalista did opt for a Bork, and Aphelios opted for a Stormrazor.
Even though we have the early kills due to the CS lead for the side of Avenue Advocates, bot lane does seem to be rather equal. With it's going to be pretty difficult, as they weren't able to get that bot lead early, so as this game progresses, it's only going to get harder for Team 10.
Yeah, Jakub is hovering. Potato AM kind of a little bit caught out. Eating onto the Singing Chicken. Senna ult is going to come down. Singing Chicken still has Aegis Shield. Moonlight Vigil is going to come down and not going to secure any kills. However, in top lane we have Arch-Tempered engaging onto a cute anime girl, and Syndra is going to go down once again.
Good rotate here from the side of Team 10, but it does seem like pretty good rotate catching out the overextending Diana here. Not sure if that was a shutdown though.
And it does look like it's gonna be Infernal Soul for the side, Infernal Soul, this map. So we're gonna see a lot of pumped out damage, for the side of either team.
Yeah, I think this dragon fight will be quite pivotal, as Team 10 really needs to force and try to play to get the soul point and play that through their win con, as throughout the map they're falling a bit behind.
Lens is going to come out onto matchup. Lycan is going to engaging onto matchup. Ulti is going to come out from Felios. Slingshot misses Lycan. Lycan trying to run away with his life. Moonkiller has to flash away. Scatter the Weak going to land onto Diana, but it is going to be a 4v3 right now. Cute anime girl kind of running a little bit low. Got to be a little bit careful here. Philly Cheese hiding in the bush. Doesn't look like they might dive. Scatter the Weak is engaged onto Potato Aim also again, but Q lands, and Jacob is here to hover his team and prevent it from a dive, and I think that's all it's gonna come out.
Yeah, no sums here for the bot lane basically. So I'm not sure how they're gonna approach this fight, but it's gonna be really difficult for the side of Team 10. And with the split push threat also from Arch Tempered.
Gusto's gonna pop, and cute anime girl's gonna get the pop onto Gusto. Arch Tempered TP is coming down. Jacob ult coming.
Big
Moonlight
force stun.
Vigils have 4 people, and it's gonna be double kill for Diana. And a cute slingshot lands onto Sting Chicken, has a flash away, and trying to back for her life, but it's gonna be a triple kill for this Diana.
That was the big wombo combo we were talking about with the Diana and the Jaxi there, getting a 4-man stun alongside with the Diana, really getting that wombo combo and completely blowing up Team 10. It was a really good fight for Avenue Advocates, really using the strengths of their team comp there. And it was almost an ace, but Jacob and Stinging Chicken are barely able to get out there.
Yep. Unfortunately for Team 10, Avenue Advocates does have a little bit of a better team fight with that wombo combo, and we saw it firsthand. And calling Moonlight Vigil, I think that's a Felios ulti actually. Oh, it's Moonfall for Diana ult. My bad. They're both moon people, okay? It's like
Both moon people, yeah.
This is same. They're moon, okay? The moon comes down.
Nuh-uh, they're different.
Yes. Jacob is gonna flash W onto Arch Tempered. Last Embrace does get on, but Lycan is trying to secure the kill. Not in range for Eel, but it's gonna manage to get the range for Ren, and it's gonna be a shutdown going on to Lycan. Zach's trying to slingshot away. Passive is gonna come out. Potato Aim is gonna try to protect this Zach. Matchup is gonna rotate in order for Philly Cheese to come to make it out with his life.
This is an interesting Diana build here. I think I've seen it in solo queue once with the hollowed radiance. Not quite sure the effectiveness of this build, but I'm quite interested by it.
Yep. Oh, and Potato Aim is gonna look to. Oh no. Okay.
Okay, drifting.
Okay. Uh-oh. Potato Aim is trying to run away from this Maokai ulti. God of the Week is gonna land, and it's gonna be a Moonfall is gonna fall down onto cute anime girl. Potato Aim is trying to live with 1 HP and gets a kill. A trick gets a 1-for-1 against cute anime girl. Wow.
Yeah, I think the bot lane should have helped them out a little bit there and helped finish off the Diana, but seems like it's really big for Potato Aim getting that 1-for-1 instead of giving away that shutdown just by itself. So good job for Potato Aim. Even though a little mistake with the Herald over there, still able to make the play not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to give a 5-star rating to that Uber for Shelly.
Yeah.
I think it has to be at least a 3-star rating.
A little bit of a mistake.
But
it is really interesting to see the Herald drifting through the map. It's a really fun addition on this season.
The review would probably be like, oh, did not drop me off at the location I wanted to be in.
Yeah.
But as we continue to see, I think is that 190 CS on a Felios and 152 for...
Yeah, that is the big CS lead that I've been talking about throughout the game. It's becoming a bit of a little bit problematic as this Aphelios, which definitely scales better than Callista, is finding these CS leads early.
Yep, and just as thank you prediction for the gold check. It's gonna be is that an 8? It's
an 800 gold lead for the side of Callista.
Oh,
although Callista has a gold lead here, I think due to Aphelios' scaling, it's gonna be quite close to their overall.
Cute anime girl caught up here. Felicia's is gonna land a slingshot onto cute anime girl, and unfortunately, it's gonna be 10 deaths onto the Syndra.
Yeah, once again.
Moonkiller queuing away. Unfortunately, Moonkiller is able to live. Lycan is going to flash away from the Moonfall. Last Embrace is going to land onto the Diana, but the Arch Tempered is here to secure the kill onto Lycan. No flash available. Matchup is looking onto Stinging Chicken. Stinging Chicken is going to stun onto Matchup, and an Aegis Shield still available. And Matchup is going to... Moonlight Vigil is going to come down, but it's not going to be enough to save. this Aphelios. Jakub's trying to run away from his life. Arch-Tempered is looking onto Jakub, and it doesn't look like it's gonna be a total. It's gonna ace already.
I think Senna's got out, so it won't be an ace. But
And Avenue, this is gonna be an easy Baron for Avenue Advocates.
yeah, I think the Syndra has to really stop maybe greeting for these towers here. It's been pretty problematic, almost netting 10 deaths here. So maybe stop hitting the towers would be a good suggestion for Syndra.
The Enemy Girl Scat of the Week is gonna not be able to stun, but Potato Aim is gonna try to make it out. They are chunked half health, but doesn't look like it's gonna get any worse than that. It's gonna be a slow Baron pickup for the side of the Avenue Advocates. And Jinho, if you were the side of Team 10, what would you do?
They've gotta like start. I think the longer this game goes on, the harder it's gonna get for Team 10. So I think they should try to all in on this team fight here, but it's looking a little rough as there's a 7k gold lead for the side of Team 10. But I think the longer it goes, the worse it will be. So I think this should be their timing to try to find an advantageous
Scatter Week
fight.
is going to land onto Philly Cheese. Philly Cheese's slingshot is going to be able to get away. Grand Entrance is going to come down from Pantheon and try to expend everything onto the Pantheon. Gusto is going to go down. Oh my god, what's happening? Scatter the Week is going to land onto the Diana. Diana's going to slowly go down. It's too tanky. Moonfall is going to land on 3 people, but it's not going to look to kill. Potato Ava is going to go down. And Team 10 is crawling back into this game.
Good pick there for Jax is trying to push mid here. It seems like Syndra will be blacking to get Jax. Stop Jax from hitting the mid turrets.
Yep, Arch-Tempered is trying to get as much as he can, even though his team went down. He is trying to secure this tower for Avenue Advocates, and is gonna engage on Syndra, and Syndra's gonna blow up. Secret Chicken is gonna come up and try to stop Arch-Tempered, but Millie Killer is gonna let the last embrace is gonna land and stun coming out, and it looks like Jakub is gonna follow up, and it's gonna be a shutdown on the side for the side of Maokai.
A little unfortunate that Maokai gets the shutdown, but nevertheless, it's a good pickup. But I think it's a good play for Arch-Tempered to get this mid inhib, allowing to get that mid pressure through the game. Maybe that might net them objective later on.
Gotta love Maokai W, just being able to follow you throughout anything. Follow you to the ends of the earth.
I think Team 10's game plan here would be to play for this soul, as that's basically their win con here. So I'd like to see them try to find a good team fight like they did here, to try to maybe play to get this soul, which would be really good for them.
Moonkiller has been doing a pretty decent job onto this Senna. Is opting for a more lethality focused build. Not entirely sure if you're going to be able to do enough damage to take down heavy tanks like Zac and Jax.
Really interested by this Mejai's pickup here from the Zac. It's really interesting. I guess he hasn't died yet, so it's good, but
He's gonna look onto Potato Ava. Potato Ava's the Moonfall is gonna go down, not hit. Oh, hit 4 people, but it's not gonna do any damage, as Potato Ava is opting for a more tankier build.
Yeah, really interesting Diana build, adding to their front line to really help the Aphelios play the game. But I think they really have to help this Aphelios get a bit more gold so he could be a bit more impactful in these fights. As we saw last fight, it was really hard for Aphelios with the guns he had to really play out the fights there.
Yeah, Billy Cheese doing an incredible job of catching people out and being able to just play off for his team and still staying alive.
Yeah, he hasn't died once this game, which is surprising because he's been going in on every fight, and so good job for Philly Cheese really getting those engages and also getting out as well with his life.
Yep, no objectives on the map just yet. Both teams kind of farming it out, trying to find a little pick here now. Though Moonkiller needs to be a little bit careful not being able to see that Jax in that bush. But Moonkiller does have their team available for them in case something bad happens. Jax has not been spotted out just yet, but Stinging Chicken might be a little bit too far up as Arch Tempered looks onto Stinging Chicken. Stun is going to come down. Arch Tempered is going to land an E, set up ult coming down. And Jakub's here to secure with Maokai ulti, and it's gonna Arch Tempered is gonna take down Stinging Chicken, still alive, gonna get the double stun onto Jakub and Kalista. Kalista gonna go down to Arch Tempered, and Moonfall's potato aim with oh my god, what's going on? With backdoor, all is left is Jakub, and it looks like it's gonna be a quick victory for the Avenue Advocates.
Does seem like, I think with a mid wave here, they can actually end the game with these respawn timers. So see if they're gonna opt to go push mid here.
And Jakub is not going down without a fight. Staying healthy. He is. This is a 2v2 of a century. Okay.
It seems like their Nexus is gonna blow up. So even though Jacob is alive here.
Don't end. I want to see who wins this. Go Jacob. Stay alive. Stay alive. Unfortunately, it's not going to be long enough as the Nexus is down. And Avenue Advocates take another win here in week 3 for SLOLCS.
I think we can clearly see like how the game played out, like the clear draft death clearly for the side of Avenue Advocates. Like even in that last fight, they weren't able to finish off the Jax. The Jax was able to get his Counter-Strike up again and survive the Kalista and get on the Kalista, and Kalista couldn't do much, even though with that gold lead. So I think the draft was really advantageous and really helped Avenue Advocates on top of their really good play to get that victory here.
Yep, and we think we have a winner's interview, and am I correct? Okay, we're gonna try to get a winner's interview, hopefully for you guys. But for as of now, what a dominant performance from Avenue Advocates.
Yeah,
Kind
really
of
clean game for the side of Avenue Advocates here.
a lot of wombo combo. Potato aim on that Diana was absolutely just fighting. Like I feel as if every time Potato aim casted Moonfall, there was at least 4 people hit every single time.
Yeah, for sure. Really big ultimates for side, and I think the highlight of this game is that one bot massive wombo combo, which I really liked seeing. It was really, really good setup for the side of Avenue Advocates, and it was a big play.
Yeah, no, 100% for sure. That was definitely a clip, and overall channel points. If you guys voted on, if you guys voted for the Avenue Advocates, congrats. Unfortunate for those who went for Team 10, but Team 10 still put up a pretty strong fight, and with that, we're gonna have our winners.
It's a sign of entrance noise.
What?
Oh, shoot. Oh.
Well, welcome. We
Hello.
have Arch Tempered and Philly Cheese here with us. Guys, how do you feel about the game you just won?
It's pretty good. I just got carried by my jungler, as usual.
I like to go in. I feel bad for Syndra.
Yeah,
I
big
find
mistake for Syndra throughout the game, walking up to hit the towers.
Yeah, Cinder just unable to play the game. Philly Cheese, how are you able to kind of always be looking for these players kind of being caught out? Like, what is your secret?
I just like to hide out in alcoves and just wait until they pop up and then just go in.
Fair enough.
I just like to go in.
Yeah. Arch Tempered, what about you? Like, you've been dominating every single like top lane this SLOLCS, and you were dominating last year. How do you think you can carry your team to victory this time?
Yeah, of course. My team is so good. Not to say like my team wasn't good last year, but I don't know. My mid and jungle have been popping off this tournament. Bot lane is like insurance just in case top side goes wrong somehow. But you know, like these players, like they're the neurons in their brain, they can't take it. They just have to run into me.
Yeah, that's 100% true. Oh, we did see your Jax come out. How'd you feel about the Yone ban?
I wasn't even planning on picking Yone, but that's cool, I guess.
Jiho, any questions?
Yeah, what was your guys' like thoughts on draft? I thought it was like really advantageous for you guys with the early Kalista pick, and definitely the Jax was pretty pivotal this game, I would say. What was your thoughts on draft and your guys' thoughts when you guys were drafted?
For draft, our original plan was for me to not go Zach for the 5th game in a row, but we ran out of time, so we just locked in Zach.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, we're just experimenting right now because from my understanding, the round robin doesn't matter too much. Do all teams go to playoffs no matter what? Oh, it's top 4 now.
Yeah, it's gonna be top 4 teams are the only ones that go to playoffs.
Oh,
so
okay,
round
okay.
robin.
Well, that's different since last year.
Oh, it's different
Yeah.
then. Okay,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Lucky for Poros, we have a lot more teams this year, which means we did not have time to do a full playoffs with all the teams. So only the top 4 teams after the round robin is complete will be moving on to playoffs.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. Yeah, because
Okay.
we were about to do some.
We were about to experiment.
I think we're still experimenting, but you know,
Yeah.
it'll work. It'll work out.
It looks like your experimenting is working because you guys
Yeah.
are, if I'm correct, you guys have not. Did you guys lose only one?
We lost one game, yeah,
We
at
lost
the very beginning.
one. Yeah, we didn't have our mid laner that game though, and then yeah.
Yeah, you guys are looking pretty strong, and you guys, I think I moved you guys up in my power rankings. Yeah, you guys moved up to the number 4 spot. How do you feel going? How do you feel going into the next couple games against the stronger teams put out in the power rankings?
My bot lane matchup clears all bot laners in this tournament, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, sure. You guys got lucky one game. Just saying.
Okay.
But any other matches that you guys are looking forward to coming tomorrow or any next week?
I think tomorrow. Who is it? Do we play?
Play versus.
Yeah, Team 11, right?
Yeah, and I think that is Vishonik's team, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, matchup clears.
Matchup clears.
Yeah, matchup clears. No diff.
I think you guys do. You guys dueled last year as well. What's your history? Tell me the team.
We're just roommates, so we just play for fun. About it.
Roommates and duos at heart. It's born out of fate.
So what I'm hearing is you can do a little bit of sabotage, you know?
Yeah, if our internet goes out, both our internets going out, so.
So what you're saying is we should cut out your guys' internets.
Yeah, that's the only way you're gonna win, so.
Okay.
Might
I
as
love
well.
I love the confidence. I love the confidence. Do you have anything else to add on?
No, that's really it. I think you guys played a really good game with a really good draft, so it was a good watching, especially that bot lane wombo. That fight was really fun to see.
Yeah. But do you
Any
guys?
last words you guys have for the fans?
Yeah.
You
Any
can hear
last
me
words?
now, by the way.
Just thanks for watching, I guess.
Yeah, thanks for allowing us to play in this.
Yeah, producing everything.
And I guess thank the producer for putting this team together in this exact way. Because it's working.
You have even
Yep.
Jamie to thank for that one.
Even Jamie. So
They did the teams this year, so you have them to thank for that.
you hear that, guys? If you want to blame team, you blame small fluffy cat.
All right. All right. Time to wrap this up. So thank you guys for coming on. Congrats on the win. Yeah. Hey, stream, everyone. You're hearing me again. I know you love me, don't you? But thanks for watching. We're gonna try out some new segments from here on out. Just experimenting around, seeing what works. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna have a pre-show, so be excited for that. You'll hear more about it tomorrow when it happens, so be here for it. 12:30. Any comments on pre-show?
Sounds cool. I don't know what it is. What's gonna happen, but you know.
Alright. See you later, Plurals. Thank you guys for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Tune in for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Alright,
You
GG's.
don't wanna. Yeah, GG's.